Before there's any hate put down in the comments section, do hear me out throughout my, opinion. And keep in mind that War Thunder is a very opinionated game, and this is just mine. And my opinion is that the JF-17 is going to break the game, or is already breaking the game. And the reason for this is, there's a few reasons for this, actually. One, it's the first, I believe it's the first rank 8 squadron vehicle, and why that's such a big deal is that means the doors open for a lot of new vehicles to get added, maybe something like the F-16 XL, and it also shows that Gaijin is willing to add a bunch of free vehicles that are on par with top-tier aircraft. And what I mean by that is the JF-17 has some very capable missiles. Its Fox 3s maybe are not the best in the whole wide game. The SD-10A is still a pretty capable missile, meaning even if I am on a lower level, say a level 50 compared to a level 100 who's actually grinded for top tier and is more experienced, no matter what he does, I'm now on par with him. Now, I understand pilot skill is a thing, but within watching 1, 2, 3 YouTube videos, almost anyone can really master an aircraft, especially one like the JF-17, and being the fact that it is a squadron vehicle means it's not that hard to get. You just have to be in a fairly active War Thunder squadron and only play a few times a week, and you'll get points towards it. It is incredibly easy to get. The JF-17 also has 2 very decent IR missiles, the PL-5E, or the PL-5 E-2s, or whatever they're called. They are highly capable. Now, they do have IRCCM, but it is a pretty weak IRCCM, so it definitely isn't comparable to something like the AMRAAM, or the AIM-9M, or the R-73. It's more comparable to that of a Magic 2, and being incredibly short-ranged is what I would say you really want to use it at. Now, another thing about this aircraft that people may not take into consideration is the fact that with Gaijin willing to now show that they're willing to add rank 8 event vehicles and squadron vehicles, that means that the door is open for all sorts of new aircraft. With Fox 3s being in the game now, that really means that Gaijin is going to have to lean towards where either they're going to add aircraft that are near peer competitors with top tier, if not competitive in top tier, or they're going to have to continue adding older aircraft. Personally, I lean towards the older, more unique aircraft, but really, what is the border going to be for these next event vehicles and squadron vehicles? Are they going to stop at what they're at now? Are we going to see an F-16 as a premium in a few years? Who knows? I mean, Gaijin, I understand people, GE the aircraft. I mean, I GE'd the aircraft. It's a very, very cool aircraft. But it's an aircraft that would have been amazing in the tech tree. Even if it wasn't in the Chinese tech tree as a Pakistani vehicle, in a different tech tree, it could have been nice. I mean, it definitely is frustrating to be a tech tree player or someone who actually grinded for everything and then get something that is better or on par with you that is completely free and anyone can have it. It definitely is a lot of frustrating, and I can see the people's point of views, especially about the recent, squadron or event, which was the F-14A IRAF or Iranian Tomcat, and that Tomcat is better than the F-14A in almost every single way. I mean, it is a competitive aircraft. It does everything the F-14A at the same BR does, but better. I mean, there's a lot of things that is very frustrating. I had friends who love the Tomcat, and they were very upset because now everyone can just have a free F-14, and I see their point of view. Within anyone doing the event, which I know events are hard, but keep in mind, it's a lot easier than grinding an entire tech tree. People were able to get an F-14 that is better than the one in the tech tree for free. And that means that the effort my, buddies put in or other people put in for the F-14A just isn't, wasn't as worth it, I guess, if that makes sense. Also, I mean, we've seen other event vehicles in similar BR situations. Like, I mean, we have the Mirage 2000 CS4. I really think it's just a copy-paste of the CS5. I don't really remember any differences from playing the CS5 and comparing it to the CS4. They carry the identical missiles. I think they're at identical BRs. I think the difference was maybe CAS options or something. But really, there wasn't anything that really separated the aircraft. And I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, Gaijin hasn't added anything yet that's better than everything found in the tech tree. I mean, what I mean by that is like the F-14 AIRF is not as good as the F-14B in some ways, and the JF-17 is not as good as the J-10 in a lot of ways. That's what I mean by balancing stuff out. I just would really hate to see vehicles that should be in the tech tree, or, you know, yeah, should be in the tech tree that come as premium or event vehicles. And the JF-17, for me personally, it made sense being a tech tree vehicle because it's really similar to the YF-17 that the United States had as a lightweight fighter. It was a experimental lightweight fighter that went in competition with the YF-16, and now that's, I was hoping that would become as an event vehicle, but now as, we have something that's literally almost identical to it as a squadron vehicle, very unlikely we'll see it as an event vehicle. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what your thoughts are on the JF-17 and people being able to get top tier for free down below in the comments. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And if you're interested, join the Discord link down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.